Do not let any woman dictate your relationship. You are a man, and her job is to follow. If you set rules and guidelines and she don't want to follow them rules and guidelines, let her go. She's not for you, bro. She's for the streets. Let her go find somebody else. If you say, hey, I don't like you hanging out with your whole friends because they're hoes and they're going to be doing whole behavior and having whole talks, and you don't need to be participating in that, and she disagrees with you, she wants to go be a hoe. Let her go be a hoe. She wants to go to bars. She wants to go to clubs. She wants to have girls' nights, especially girls' trips, because all that is bullshit. Those are single lady nights. They put a nice little cute tag on it. Girls' trips, girls, bullshit. You're not going. She wants to argue, then that's it. Don't have an issue telling her to shut the fuck up. She starts complaining and nagging. You really need to sit down and be like, listen, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody trying to hear it. And if she keeps doing it, then leave. If you are unhappy or miserable, then why the fuck am I going to stay around you and be unhappy and miserable as well? That shit makes no logical sense. If she's always miserable or always in a bad mood, leave her by herself. Leave her to be miserable. You do not have to settle. As a man, if you have a job, if you're in good health, if you're doing things to progress along the way you need to be in life, you do not need a woman who is going to hold you down, nag, complain, or make your life miserable. I'm at a point in my life where I don't tolerate any bullshit. My wife starts complaining, I'm going to leave. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm going to listen to any of that bullshit anymore. And neither should any other men. You shouldn't have to come home to a woman complaining and nagging, etc. And I see a lot of men, oh, she's always complaining. Okay, she's unhappy. If you're unhappy, bitch, leave. I don't understand why women will sit in a relationship, complain, nag, constantly say how unhappy they are, but stay. I don't get it. If I get a plate of food and that shit's not good, I'm like, this is disgusting, this is nasty. I'm not going to keep eating the fucking plate. I'm going to send it back and get something else. And as men, this is what we need to start doing. Send these women back. If they don't want to abide by the rules that you say, kick them to the curb. And it's not about control, because some men are ridiculous. Oh, you can't go see your family member. Come on, that's fucking stupid. You can't go see your mother. You can't go see your sister. That's dumb. That is controlling bullshit behavior. Oh, you can't talk to your friends. That's controlling bullshit behavior. But if your single whore friends want to go to the club on a Friday night, you as a man have every right to say no. I am uncomfortable in you being in a single environment. Oh, well, you just don't trust me. No, I don't. And I shouldn't, because women are emotional beings. And if she goes out and she gets enough drinks in her and some guy who's good looking starts telling her she's cute, etc., she's going to fall for it. And it's going to be, oh, well, I was drunk, or, oh, I was just feeling into the thing, and I don't know. No, you shouldn't even been in that position. Why were you there? As a man, though, you have guidelines as well. You shouldn't be going to strip clubs with the homeboys. That's ridiculous. Shouldn't be at a bachelor party with strippers getting lap dances. Come on, bro. Have some fucking common sense. But we don't need to settle. For every man, you got to look like this. As men expand, and the pool gets smaller and smaller as you get older and older. So say you're a single man, right? And you're not even my age. Say you're late 20s, early 30s. The pool of women for men has shrunk. A lot of these guys have multiple baby mothers, multiple child support payments. A lot of these guys are at dead-end jobs that don't have any career and don't go anywhere. You have guys with suspended licenses because they're not paying. You got to factor in the guys who are gay that don't even want women. You got to factor in the guys who are already married. And then you have to factor in the guys who are in prison or handicapped and not able to have an actual relationship. Then you factor in guys who are in bad shape. Guys who are broke. They can't even bring you out to eat. They can't do nothing for you. They literally need to move in with you because they don't have anywhere to live. Guys who don't have no vehicles. You got to throw all this in. This is at just 30. This is at only 30. Not even 30. Late 20s. So now, for every woman you have out here, and I'm talking about good-looking women, etc., say there's 20 good-looking women. You don't even have one man that fits the criteria. Good shape, good looking, makes money, not abusive, not a drug addict, not in prison, and actually likes women. You just shrunk the pool even smaller. It's probably one guy for every, say, 100 women that are single, because there's a lot more single women than, there's already more women than men, but there's a lot more single women and a lot less quality men. Because see, as men, we just want a woman who looks good. You cook a little bit, you take care of us, you rub our back, and you give us kind words, and most men are happy. I mean, you're good looking, you cook, you clean, you support me, etc. Men are happy. Women want a protector, a man who's in shape, a man who they can have great sex with all the time, a man who can provide, who can take care of things. Women have a lot larger criteria. So if you fit that criteria, then you have 100 women to choose from. So why in the fuck would you sit down with one woman who's complaining or nagging or being difficult or doing a bunch of bullshit? Just leave. You have 100 other women to choose from. And as you get older, you get in your 30s, mid 30s, 40s, you might be one man for 300, 400 women, because it absolutely expands. Now you have women who are divorced, but their kids are mostly grown up because they're late 30s, early 40s. So kids are grown up, they're divorced. Some of them sacrifice relationships for careers. They have a vehicle, they have a house, they have everything going for them that they need to have. They're back in the gym, they're trying to get in shape. You got 100 of those women for every man who fits the basic. And I'm not talking about 6-figure men, because that's one of those for every 10,000 women. I'm talking about a regular guy who has a job, he's in shape, he doesn't beat women, he doesn't have 10 baby mothers, he's not drowning in child support, he's not in prison, etc. You might got one guy for every 10,000 women who fits that criteria when you're getting into your 40s. So these women that are sitting around saying, oh, I don't need a man, I'd rather be single, you're not going to control. Fuck that bitch. Let her go do what she's doing. Let her do what she's doing, because while she's becoming washed up, running the streets, going to bars and doing this and doing that, she's going to hit 30. And I see it all the time. I've seen it all throughout my life. 20 years old, she's running the street, boom, boom, 30. She's like, oh, I really want a relationship. Bitch, nobody wants you now. Nobody wants you because everybody had you. You McDonald's. Every once in a while, you might want to eat some McDonald's. But nobody wants to eat McDonald's 3 times a day. You're going to start feeling sick. These bitches is McDonald's. You're going to be with a bunch of cats, living by yourself, and that's going to be your life. And then you're going to hit 40, and it's going to be even worse. You're going to be a washed up ex-tramp, running the streets, drinking, oh, I was doing what I want. I'm just living life. No, you're not. Now you're miserable. Let me tell you something that I learned as I'm 42 years old now. So let me tell you something I learned as I got older. There are no women that I know over the age of 35 who are happy being single. None of them. They're either drug addicts or alcoholics or both, or complete tramps. They want a man to settle down with, but nobody wants them because they have completely missed all their opportunities because they didn't want to listen. They wanted to run the streets. If your woman is actively not listening to you, actively, I'm going to do what I want, leave her. There's 50 other women who will come right along and will do exactly what you ask of them. You're not going to have to argue with them. You're not going to have to sit there and say, well, I don't want you to do this, or I don't like you doing this. Don't talk to this person, or don't do this. You're not going to have to tell them that nothing but one time. Don't do this. They'll be like, all right. Because they know they have a good man and they want to keep that good man. And if your woman doesn't know that, kick that bitch to the curb.